Right, hello. So hopefully this video works out alright. I've been a bit ill recently again, so I keep having a problem where, I catch colds quite easily, and I've had one of my wisdom teeth moving, so I've not been in a lot of, I've not been having a lot of fun. But an easy video I could do, and I get asked to do these now and again, is could I look through eBay, Amazon and all that, and how people, if there's stuff I think is reasonably priced or not. So, obviously, I'm in sort of the UK, obviously, so all the things coming up for me will probably be UK based, but I am using incognito mode, and I hope that makes it so, most of the things will show up more similar to you, rather than, it being based on favourite preferences and stuff like that. So on eBay first, let's have a look. So a check M10 for £20 of the bag, that's not bad at all. I think that might even be an M10M. Let's have a look. The only problem is I can't really open tabs easily with incognito when I'm doing this. But, yeah, that's got the drinking tube, so that's an M10M, so that is actually a good deal. Sadly, it's not a really nice bag, but, yeah, M10M for, that price isn't bad at all. Right, what else is there? Check DM1, that's on bids. I'll do buy it now, actually. Buy it now. Just so I can only see the things that, are currently up for sale. Again, ignoring the postages at the extra price on, check CM4s for £12.95 is a very good price. That's one of my favourite of the Ghost masks. It's basically a Draeger M65 copy in Ghost. Again, £20 for PMG. That's a good price. GP5 is what you'd expect. That's obviously S10 lenses, not the mask itself for that price. Ex-British Army surplus elephant gas mask. Wow, that is not a British Army mask, so I wouldn't pay that price for a PBF. Or PDF, sorry. Replica World War II, that's not a replica, it's real, but I guess it's because it's got the filter on there. I was thinking of that. That's a bit much, I'd say. I'm not going to go for all of these. Brand new Soviet IP5 setup, that's a rebreather, but that's pretty good money, price. GSR 55 quid, not too bad. Some of these Chinese masks, I'm going to go on to AliExpress in a minute. Some of them work well, some don't. I don't know if I've actually tried one that's a direct rip-off of the 3M1 types before that are full face, but that might be right, might not be. Again, a PMG, that's the Hungarian sort of copy of the PMG that's kind of interesting. MC1s, yeah, they're right. What they are, again, very simple Warsaw Pack mask. Polish MP4s for £20, not bad. Again, Soviet Army or, Eastern, it's a Polish version, but yeah, the Shum 41 style military masks, not bad. Yugo M59s, I'm not a fan of them, but that's not a bad price. So at the moment, eBay is actually, got some quite good things on it. Obviously, just check when you're looking at listings that you're looking at ones that are actually for the masks. Like, see, that particular one I'm looking at now, Bundeswehr Camo Gas Mask Canister. That's a canister, not a mask. So make sure you read the descriptions properly. Like that one there is not a GP4, as far as I'm aware. That's the Polish MUA, isn't it? I know some of them have multiple names. That's why. Those Chinese masks, like the ones I'm just looking at now, are absolutely awful. I've done a review of those. I'd rather not wear a mask in one of those because of the amount of dust and everything that would still get around the mask and into you. I'd just rather not wear a mask. So yeah, eBay at the moment actually seems to have M61 for 22 quid, very good price. eBay at the moment actually seems to have some fairly decent price stuff on it at the moment. Again, if you can find FM12s and all that for decent prices, go for it. Right, now let's go into Amazon. Okay, so here we are looking at Amazon. So obviously, some of these 3M style ones that are made by the Chinese are alright. If that second one that I'm hovering over, if my mouse shows up on this, is the same as the one I've got, just in the 3M style one, not 40mm, that's actually a really good mask for a Chinese sort of cheap style one. Again, that third one is awful, don't go for one like that. They don't make a good face seal, the filters are crap. The ones, again, of more 3M looking are alright, because you can put actual 3M filters on them, and they're made from more of a flexible rubber. Obviously, the paintball style ones, airsoft ones, aren't actual gas masks, so don't get one of those expecting a gas mask. They're kind of like a prop thing. There's, interestingly, the civilian export version of a Chinese FMJ05 there. Don't know how good that is, because again, I've had two FMJ05s. One's been good, one's been crap, depending on like the strap layout and I think which factory made them. That Anu, that makes me, oh, it's a Nunu. I was going to say Anu, cheeky breaky. That actually kind of looks interesting to me because of the fact that, again, that looks kind of like a more modern Chinesium development. So we'll see if I get a load of money after payday to spare, I might get a haul of like Chinesium gas masks to see what some of them are like. Because again, I do like it when I'm pleasantly surprised by some of the like decently priced new Chinese ones. Again, the ones that are Halloween costume ones that aren't real masks, don't bother with. But yeah, that new one's getting my interest. It looks like there's some actual brand new like Western made masks on there, assuming that they're not just Chinese one. Because it says USA seller there, but I don't know if that means it's just the USA seller selling Chinese goods. But yeah. Like I said, some of the Chinese ones are actually very good. Again, some of the half-face masks you can get, like say for example that Draeger Explore that I'm looking at, that's the sort of thing that now and again you'll find on eBay for £30, but they are good masks, Draeger Explores. We won't look any further on Amazon. Again, that full-face respirator M50 I'm sure is not real. I'm going to look at this, but I'm sure it's not a real M50. I bet this is an airsoft thing. Is it an airsoft dummy? Yeah, airsoft helmet. So yeah, don't buy one of those. This is a fucking airsoft one being like sold under the assumption that you think it's a real one. AliExpress, and I'm sure your other Tinimus or whatever they're called, or whatever's also apply. So again, the 3M style ones are right. The only one I'd worry about with some of things like this is if they're the Draeger style ones. Not Draeger, what was it? The Pewter. The Nightmare mask I had. Can't tell with this one if it's actually a Pewter style one or not. With the straps. Because the Pewter one, was awful because of the straps. But at $5.27, I guess you could take a chance on that. Right, what else is there? No, I don't know. Right, I need to go out and back in. Oh, that was a new tab, okay. Right, what else is there? Again, airsoft style ones, FMJ05s. Again, that's not a bad price for one, assuming you get one with the cool strap sort of system, not the bad strap system. But yeah, that particular mask that I'm sort of hovering over a few times is the Chinese, what used to be the Chinese military FMJ05, that they sell massively for export now. And again, the quality can vary, but if you get one in good condition, with a comfortable strap setup, they are actually really good masks. They kind of are a bit like a cross between an S6 with maybe a Canadian C3. It's kind of hard to say. They're rubbery, but they kind of have that S6 sort of profile, but without the horrible lenses that the S6 has. There's very much the Pewter looking one with different straps. That looks like my Pewter, but without the... Does it say if it's a Pewter one or not? Although I think Hype said Pewter actually went out of business, thankfully. But, yeah, see, if that is like the Pewter one and it has new straps, half of the mask's problems are therefore fixed. But looking at that, I can't tell again if it has the dogshit strap system, even if it has a better head harness that will, end your life if you try to use it to save yourself. So, yeah, accept cookies, why not? Now, this one I'm hovering over here is almost like the one I really like. Just looks like this one, you can use either 40mm or, yeah, so if that has blanking plugs and you can use it in either 40mm or 3M mode, that would actually be really good. Especially if it's only 17 quid. And there's another one for about 20 quid. After payday, I will buy one of these and see if it's as good as my other one. Because if so, I'd definitely recommend those. FMJ08s, they're pretty expensive, but they are good masks. It's a Chinese rip-off of the S10. It's a good rip-off of the S10. There's modern production, Shim 41 GP5 style masks. They found a really fat person for that picture, look. Oh, these Israeli rip-off ones are awful, by the way, if they're the same ones as the one I got to play about with before. They are literally, awful. They're like Pewter quality ones. What else have we got on here? Some of the 3M type ones are good. It just depends what you want them for. They're not actual, obviously, military surplus type stuff, but they protect you. And again, like I said, these Shim 41 type ones are actually completely fine if you want a modern GP5 style thing. The problem is a lot of them are still GOST. But yeah, lots of FMG05s. Oh, that's the pipe. I was going to say, are the Chinese making a new production SHMS called Shums looking thing, but sadly not. That's just a hose. There we go. Is that $12.99 for an FMG08? Wow, it's 110. I see. It's 12 for the filter, and then like 110 for the complete pack. Okay, so yeah, that's not. I thought it was a good price, and it wasn't. But there you go. Generally, with a lot of the Chinese stuff, the masks are fine, but don't use the Chinese filters. Obviously, Chinese military filters and that are generally good spec, but a lot of the 3M kind of rip-off ones aren't as good as advertised. Redgar Scarf Smoking Granny. I don't think that's a gas mask or whatever. But yeah, there you go. So, looking at these sort of ones on AliExpress. Oh, there's the one I really like. Yes, this is the one. Let's go on this because I would actually really recommend this mask. I've got this in blue, and it is actually a really, really good mask for what it is. This is like essentially just a 40mm Chinese panoramic mask that's very simple but just works. You know, it's got no fancy features, but it just simply works, and it's, you know, makes a good seal and everything. So I would definitely recommend that one. Again, if the company now makes the same mask for not much more money, you know, with blanking plugs, I go for the blanking plugs option, because then you can use it either with the 3M filters by the look of it, or 40mm, or both at the same time if you so desired. But yeah, that would actually be a good one if you wanted to just cheaply run it on 3M filters for kind of a you know, like for DIY sort of uses, and then for actual shit hits the fan, you wanted to store some good condition 40mm filters for it. So there you go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Like I said, I've just had a quick look at Amazon, eBay, and some of the others. There is also, before I forget, Surplus and Lost and Surplus and Outdoors. Surplus and Lost currently has for 60 quid M9A1s in the tin. And yeah, MP4s for 20 quid. Oh, and the Romanian M75s, which I've ordered one of those. Because the Romanian M75, somebody asked me to do a review on it, and because there's actually here one for sale, I thought I'd get one. So yeah. But there you go. So hopefully that's. Oh, they also do. They also do like DIY style masks on here now as well, do they? So that's kind of good to know. But yeah. So as I said, there's a couple of other sites, but annoyingly with YouTube policies, sometimes I can't recommend certain sites depending on what else they sell on their website. Because even though gas masks are fine, other sort of weapon-related content sometimes YouTube doesn't like, so I can't link to the sites. But all the ones I've showed here, as far as I'm aware, won't be a problem with YouTube.